The year is 1983, the month is June, and the place is Oakland, California. The A's and the Yankees are playing the second game of a doubleheader. It's the bottom of the sixth. The A's have just put 2 runners on with nobody out. One of those runners is at second. Now, a ground ball is hit to second baseman Bobby Meacham, who throws home for the force out. But when the throw went home, the runner at second, Mike Davis, did something very clever. He broke for third base. Now, second baseman Bobby Meacham had a strong arm, but the throw to third would be even more difficult than the throw to home plate. He made the throw, and the runner slid in safely. Or did he? Now, from Billy Martin's vantage point in the third base coaching box, it looked like the ball beat the runner to the base, but from the left field side, it was impossible to tell. So umpire Rick Reed made the call from his vantage point behind the play, and he called the runner safe. Now, Yankee manager Billy Martin absolutely disagreed with the call, so he got up from the dugout and he walked out to argue the call with the umpire. But no one could hear what they were saying because the wind was blowing pretty hard that day at the Oakland Coliseum. But we do know what happened next. We know that Billy Martin started to get very angry, and he demanded an explanation from the umpire. He wanted a conference, and after about 5 minutes of arguing with the umpire, he was tossed from the game. We know that much. But how do we know what happened during those 5 minutes? Well, we have a witness. A's manager Dale Scott was watching the whole thing unfold, and he was quoted as saying, "I don't know why he was ejected. I was watching the whole thing from the dugout, and all I saw was our player make a good, clean catch." To Scott, it looked like the call on the field should have been out, not safe. So he was confused why Billy Martin was arguing so vehemently with the umpire. Let's go back to those 5 minutes and see what really happened. Here's the replay evidence. As you can see, the ball is hit to second. Bobby Meacham makes the throw to home plate. And right here, the runner takes off for third. Now watch Meacham closely. Here's the throw to third. And if Meacham catches this cleanly, it's an easy out. But he doesn't catch it cleanly. Instead, the ball goes off his glove a second time. It almost looks like the ball hits the heel of his glove, but then it pops out. So was this an error? Yes. But was it a catch? Almost certainly yes, the ball definitely hit his glove, but it was very, very close. So what did Billy Martin say during those 5 minutes? We don't know exactly, but we do know that he was furious, and we know that he asked for a conference. But according to Dale Scott, the umpires didn't want to have a conference. They wanted to stick with their guns, so they ejected Billy Martin. Here's what Scott said happened next. He starts cussing and yelling and screaming, threw a handful of dirt in the air, took off his cap and threw that. Then he started walking towards the dugout. I thought he was going to sit down, but instead he started raking the dirt around the bag with his cleats. By now, the umpires were having a hard time keeping control of the situation. They finally got him to leave the field. Our fans were loving it. They were going crazy in the stadium. After Billy Martin was ejected, the Yankees did score 3 runs in the top of the 7th to take the lead. But the A's came back and won the game in the bottom of the 7th. So it wasn't a great day for the Yankees. Billy Martin was ejected, but the replay does seem to show that he was right. Bobby Meacham did make a clean catch of the ball. This was only one of many, many, many ejections for Billy Martin throughout his career. This one might have been the most famous. Fans loved him and hated him in equal measure because he managed within short fuse. He was brilliant when he was managing the Yankees. In 1977, he led them to the World Series title. But he was also a handful for the powers that be in the front office. There was a constant battle between him and the umpires throughout the 1980s, and this ejection perfectly encapsulates his career as a manager. So what do you think? Was he right to be ejected or was he out of control? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.